It's not the greatest topic, and I know people don't want to talk about it, but
yeah, time for me to log off. Time for me to log off, right? Hey, shout out sports.
He didn't want to talk about.
I
He didn't want to talk about it
just
on
wait
Tuesday.
till Thursday because they wanted to talk about it on Tuesday.
This is why I wanted to talk about it on Tuesday. This is exactly why I wanted to talk about it.
They wanted to talk about it on Tuesday.
I'm gonna let Sam talk it off. Sam and Drew talk it off. I don't want to hear Jalen talk.
They wanted to talk about it on Tuesday, and I said, "Wait, let's just wait for the series. Get 3 games at least."
You were sweating. That's why you didn't want to talk about it. You're sweating.
Here's the deal, Jalen.
I wasn't sweating. I was just saying, like, it's one game. Like they have 5.
It's not like the Cubs are wiping the floor with the Brewers in any of these games.
Absolutely
they're
not.
all
But I just love seeing that depressed Brewer fan account. Yeah, I be checking it out sometimes. Y'all be posting that crap. I be looking at it, looking at the depressed Brewer fan account, and they were pretty quiet. And I liked it.
Well, if they win today, then the Brewers are still ahead by 5 games.
Yeah, that's beautiful. But there would be 4 games lost.
I think this is a big one for the Brewers today. I think that they need to win this one.
It's gonna be hard.
This is a huge one. Going into the series, you needed to win a minimum of 2. Absolute minimum, right? Because letting the Cubs get 3 now gave them the season series and the tiebreaker, right? So at the end of the season, if there happens to be a game 163, it's going to happen at Wrigley again, right? So that's what stinks. However, winning 2 of this 5-game set means you're still 7 up in the division with, if my memory serves, 37 to go. 36, probably less than that now. 36, I believe. Mm-hmm. Maybe even less. Let me do the math here. Let's say we 80 and 48.
128.
That would be 34. Yeah, so there'd be 34 games left to go in the season. You're still up 7 in the standings. Yeah, we've lost 3 in a row. However, we're still like 56 and 20 in our last 76 games. That doesn't just happen. No. Teams are going to go in ebbs and flows during the season. It's bound to happen. And yes, there's still close games. The Cubs just happen to have our number this year. It is what it is. The Cubs are a talented team. Not much you can do about it. They're a very well-run ship by Craig Counsell. And the Brewers, they're still 5 games up on the best record in baseball, period. Right? That's something that you can't just shy away at. The Brewers aren't on the verge of collapse. They're still fine. The Cubs are just running them up a little bit. They were due for a hard couple-game stretch. They're going to be fine. However, this is the wrong team to have a little skid against. This is 100% the wrong team to have a little skid against.
Obviously, I would say this is also a bad thing to give the Cubs that kind of momentum because now they wake up. And you know how they were before.
Yawn. Listen.
They're going to wake up. And September, dude, this is going to have shades of 2018 all over it again. I'm excited. I'm actually so excited for this.
Postseason baseball.
We're going to be playing postseason ball in September. That's just the reality of the situation. This is fun. This is what it's all about right here. You cannot tell me with a straight face that you would not have taken this offer if at the beginning of the season, Drew and Nazir, if you were told by just some random schmuck off the street, right? You asked about the Brewer season. They told you that at the end of August, they would be winning their 80th plus game and being with the best record in baseball by more than 5 games with 30 to go. You cannot tell me with a straight face you would have said no to that offer.
Right, but
this is what it's all about. We were projected to win 82 games.
As you said, though, this is not the team you want to have a losing skid to, okay? Especially with the upcoming schedule we have. We got the Giants for 3 games coming up tomorrow. Then we got the D-backs all next week, and then we end the week with Blue Jays. We go to Toronto to play the Blue Jays. So
put the finger away, Jalen. I got something to say.
It's not. The
Giants have been the worst team in baseball since the All-Star break.
Yes, correct. Yes, the Giants have been crap, and they got to come to us too.
The Phillies played pretty good against them this year.
The D-backs play hard against us like the D-backs or the Reds do.
I remember a couple pods ago that I said August 15th through September 4th is going to probably be the Brewers' hardest, tough of games throughout the
19 games in 18 days.
Because the Cubs screwed us over, yeah.
I mean, because it's not even about it. You playing teams that You know, even though they say the Giants have been the worst team, they still have what is that? They're right under the Reds, so they're like 6 games back behind the Mets. That's not at all not doable. Like they can do that if they just get the right act together or they pitching. Like we've seen the Diamondbacks do it. The Marlins did it. They went on a historical run at the end of the season and took the Cubs wild card spot to play the Phillies.
Mm-hmm.
So the Giants are there. The Diamondbacks, yeah, they're done, but
they play hard though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's still a gritty team.
They play in Milwaukee though, which kind of sucks for them. But
recent success. But that's not the same team. But and then you got Toronto, and then you got the Phillies. So
forgot about the Phillies.
This
is going to be.
We had the Phillies number this year.
We have had the Phillies number this year. That's a team that down the stretch here and come playoff time, I'm not very concerned about Philadelphia simply because of matchup success. Schwarber is heating up, but I'm still not too concerned. I am concerned about the Cubs. They do have our number this year. That would be a team that I would be living and dying by every single movement, not let alone pitch. Every single little thing that happens in that game, I'd be living and dying by that.
That would be one of the biggest series in NL Central history.
I have a question.
It would be.
I have a question. Is it too early to say that Miz might be a bullpen guy in the playoffs?
No, I've been suggesting that, and I think it's smart.
I think it's him or Quintana.
He's the guy that follows the opener. Look at his first inning, second inning success. There isn't any since his first few games in the league. There hasn't been any opening success for him. So you throw out the opener. You put out Jared Koenig. You put out there, Aaron Ashby, DL Hall, Quintana for a couple innings, and then you let the electric factory out there and let him just shove 103.
I think he would be perfect for a bullpen.
I don't think he can pitch more than 3 innings in the postseason.
No,
absolutely not. No, absolutely not. Move him to the pen. Get him the experience now. That's what's most important. The Brewers are here to stay for a while. I hope everyone here realizes that. They're here to stay for quite a while. Get him the experience now. Don't kill his arm. Don't kill the kid. Let him get the experience. Let him go out there, walk a few guys, and strike out a few more. Give up maybe 1 or 2, and go out there and let the bats do their thing. That's what you got to do with this guy. He's got to be a back-end closer or not a closer, a back of the bullpen kind of guy for the playoffs, because no team is going to want to go through 5 or 6 of Freddie Peralta, Brandon Woodruff, and Quinn Priester to then have to go face Mizorowski, Koenig, Abner Uribe, and Trevor McGill. No team wants. If you do not score runs off the starting pitching, you will not win. You will not win. The bullpen will not. They will not give up those runs. Miz in the bullpen would just make it more dangerous. It would just make it way more dangerous. And then that also takes away a spot from a guy like Grant Anderson or a guy like Nick Mears, who actually didn't pitch half bad yesterday, or a guy like Shelby Miller, who is a known terrorist in the Brewers organization. I mean,
don't need him.
We don't need Shelby Miller. That trade was stupid from the jump. That trade was stupid from the jump. Unless you can turn Montgomery into a solid, 10 wins, 12 losses with a 4.5 ERA next year, fine. I'll take him as a back of the rotation kind of guy. But you didn't need that this year. Why was that the move? Why was that the deadline?
I'd rather have Nestor.
No, absolutely not. No. Have you seen what Nestor Cortez has been doing in San Diego? He's been worse. He's been worse. He gave up another 4 home runs in the first inning to the Giants the other night.
Morale's probably low.
No, dude, he's just bad. He's just so bad.
His
fastball. Bad. No, Drew. His fastball is flat, low RPMs, and tops out at 89. That's no. With a non-deceptive delivery. Anymore. He's not deceptive. He doesn't have a good pitch mix. None of his pitches are above average tier, and he just leaves them in the zone. He litters the strike zone. I'll give him that. But when you're throwing 80 poo against big league pitching, it's going to be a recipe for disaster. I'm so glad we got rid of him. I'm so glad. And
so you'd rather have Jordan Montgomery?
I'd rather have Jordan Montgomery sit in the bench and not taking up a roster spot right now. Sure. And we're not paying him this year. We'll pay him next season. But here's the thing. Nestor Cortez was our 10th best starter this year. He's been in the league for how long? And he's been our 10th best starter. And you're telling me you'd rather have him starting in a high leverage playoff situation over Jacob Mizorowski, over Jose Quintana?
I'd rather have
I'd rather have Chad Patrick out there. In game 7, I'd rather have Chad Patrick over Nestor Cortez.
Yeah, you would
Chad Patrick is
Myers
just a great innings
over
eater.
Nestor Cortez. Yeah, dude, he is. He is the definition of a Chad innings eater. No, and that's fine. That's fine. He's also like a 2-pitch pitcher with a weak changeup. Like, you got to give him some time to figure out his mix, to figure out how he's going to attack certain hitters in the lineup. That's cool with me. He had a great start to the year. He's one of the reasons why we've gotten this far. But to say you'd want Nestor Cortez starting in a high leverage situation is absurd.
I didn't say that.
That is absurd. You'd rather have Nestor Cortez.
That's not what I said. I said I'd rather have Nestor Cortez than Jordan Montgomery.
No, absolutely not.
What?
I'd rather have Jordan Montgomery right now. Montgomery is doing nothing for this team. Montgomery's Montgomery's not going out there losing games. Nestor Cortez is losing games. He lost games. He had horrible out. This isn't just something that just happens. He has had multiple outings this year where he's allowed 3 home runs in the first inning for 2 different playoff franchises. The Padres, their demise might be at the hands of Nestor Cortez this year. I would much rather have a guy like Jordan Montgomery just sitting the bench and doing nothing. He's not even taking up a roster spot right now. He's on the 40-man, but he's one of the extra guys because he's injured. He's going to be on the injured list through the offseason into spring training next year. He won't be taking up a roster spot until probably April next year. He's not losing games for us. We're not even paying the guy until the offseason.
Like next year,
I'm fine with it.
I feel like next year he's if we have him as a consistent starter, he's going 4-13.
I don't even know if he will. I still don't even.
I don't think he can. Trade. I don't think trade mattered.
Bob Gass is back. He's back in like October, November. I don't think he'll pitch for us this season, but Robert Gasser will be back. You're going to have, as it stands right now, Freddie, Quinn Priester, Miz, Robert Gasser, and then pick your favorite DL Hall, Aaron Ashby as your starting rotation right now. Possibly Tobias Myers, possibly Chad Patrick. Logan Henderson is in the mix too. I don't know what their issue is with. He's injured right now, but I don't know their issue with Logan Henderson. He's proved he can do it at the big league level. Why do you keep bumping him down?
Is Wu in a contract year, Woodruff?
Yes, he's in a contract year.
Is he going to stay?
He was signed to a 2-year deal at the end of 2023 to just keep him with some consistency in Milwaukee, A, and B, keep him with the training staff so he could properly rehab so that he could pitch in 2025. Now he's a free agent at the end of this year. I could see him staying. He's just on the wrong side of 30. The velo is definitely dipped. He's become more of a location and movement pitcher, which just doesn't fit his pitch arsenal. I don't know if I'm comfortable. Depending on the price. It really depends on the price. This is where I would personally get cheap. It depends on the price for Brandon Woodruff this offseason. If it's more than $10 million, if it's 8 figures plus a season, congratulations.
Like they can go live
You've been paid. Congratulations for your contract. You've done a great time in Milwaukee. We really appreciate you, Brandon, but happy trails. That's where I'd leave it if he got 8 figures a year from somebody. If it's like 7-8 mil a season, bring him back. I'm cool with that. That'd be great, actually. But
I think
anything more than 10 million, so long, farewell, my dear. We say goodbye. That's just with the world we live in.
Century history, that's still doable. So what?
I think it is too. I think it is, but it's dangerous. It's a dangerous game, dangerous line you're towing right there because you could be using that money elsewhere. Rhys Hoskins, goodbye. So long. Bye-bye. Jake Bauers, goodbye. Andrew Vaughn, not that I believe in the longevity of Andrew Vaughn just yet because I got to see more of it. He has cooled off a little bit, but he's still hitting like 340 as a Brewer, which is still insane, especially 2 months in now. But those guys.
Take it over Hoskins.
Goodbye. I would also take it over Hoskins 100%. When Hoskins comes back, bench. Sorry, you're on the bench. He's going to be
a power bat in the postseason.
Good. That's perfect. That's what we need. We've needed that for such a long time. But yeah, their offseason is going to look interesting. This is going to be a fun run the rest of the way, fellas. Buckle up. These next 35 games going to be the funnest 35 you've seen all season. And we won 14 in a row, damn it. This is going to be the funnest part of the season here.
Hopefully not too much fun. Let's just get the job done.
Yeah.